another edition of Mel and Mike. That's Melody Moore, women's basketball coach here at Xavier. I'm Mike Schmaltz. First half of the conference season is over. What are your impressions of your first trip, halfway at least, through the Big East?
Yeah, I'm just so proud of our team. You know, we talked today about where we are in our record. Maybe isn't where we would like it to be, but we went by quarters. And we won 17 quarters and lost 19 quarters. So when you look at it that way, the message today was, we're right there. We're right there. A couple more quarters we win, and those equate to wins. So I'm just proud of them because, you know, even getting down, they fight, and they're fighting and playing as hard as they can for 40 minutes.
I was able to talk to some of the opposing coaches that came in here, and some of these teams describe you as dangerous. They describe you as a little bit of a head scratcher. We don't understand how, you know, the record is only a couple of wins. It's much better than that when we look at it on film. But this league is tough.
Mm-hmm. It is. Top to bottom, anybody can beat you. And it's a basketball league. There's some talented guards and some quick guards in this league. And so we've seen that night in and night out. And I'm proud of our kids. Like I said, they continue to fight and give us everything they have, and we're right there.
Had a big game at Georgetown. He had 5 scores in double figures. Leah Dunham was leading that charge, had a 20-point game. And we've seen some flashes of really some great play out of your team.
Yeah, you know, we kind of go like Aaliyah. She's our leader. She's our floor general, our coach on the court. And she's done an excellent job of just leading our team and running our huddles and getting them to buy into everything that we talk about, from a game plan to the way that Xavier women's basketball wants to play. And she's done an excellent job, and I'm proud of her. And she continues to bring it every night and continues to fight.
Of course, Ariana Gray continues to be very consistent for you, but Sarah Leyendecker giving her some help in the post, and she's hit a nice consistent stretch of play, almost doubled her field goal percentage from earlier in the year, and that's in Big East play.
Yeah, Sarah came in right after that Christmas break and has been incredible. She's gotten in the gym with Coach Finley, and they get up shots multiple times a week, and all of a sudden you saw a change in her game and in her confidence, and that was what she needed. She just needed a breakout game for one, to believe she could do it and that she belongs. And ever since then, she's been giving us double-digit rebounds and a scoring threat for us inside.
Ayanna Townsend showed a little spark at Creighton in particular. Huge game for her, a double-double, had some blocks in the post, really aggressive, and that was sort of the talent that we saw here when she was recruited to Xavier.
Yeah, Yanni had a big game for us at Creighton. Double-double, blocking shots all over the place, but it's no mistake. She had a great preparation week of practice. She was in with Coach Finley, getting extra shots, working hard, and she started to believe in herself. And you saw that on Friday night against Creighton, and we need more out of her. And I told her, like, Yanni, that's a building block for you now. Look what you're capable of doing. Now just believe you can do it every night.
So first trip through the league for you coaching-wise, so you get to learn a little bit about these teams. What's going to be important for you moving through the second half of the season?
Yeah, just continuing to fight for 40 minutes, and now game prep becomes a little bit harder because now you've seen everybody. So you go back to that film against that team and say, okay, what worked, what didn't work, how did they beat us, where can we maybe get some extra points here or extra stops? And so it becomes a little bit difficult but also fun.
Why would it be more difficult? You would think you've seen teams once before, so you might be able to adjust a little bit. So how's it harder?
Difficult because you think, okay, is their game plan going to be the same? And what do we need to change here? So it becomes a chess match a little bit, but it's also, that's what I love about it, right? And so it makes it fun for sure, but it's nice to have film against them, and you kind of see your team, like I said, and what you were successful at, what you need to work on. But our kids, you know, we already prepped for Butler, and they see it, and they're excited. We're excited just to come in every night and compete and give everybody our best shot.
And on the other side, these teams are going to be having a little trouble prepared for you as well, because Ariana Gray, not just the focus, you've seen that other people can do some damage as well.
Yeah, and that's what from day one we said about this team. On any given night, anybody can step up, and our kids really believe that. And today, you know, we had what I felt like was one of our best practices of the season. So it's fun with just different kids starting to believe in themselves, and we're really starting to click this second time around.
Season's been chugging along, and you had a good reception, I understand, in the recruiting trail. So maybe talk a little bit about where you've been, and I know you can't talk specifics, but how successful you've been out there so far.
Yeah, it's been fun. Our 20 class, we're really excited about. We have 3 kids that have signed with us. We have a point guard out of New York City, Michaela and Scarlett, and then we have an athletic wing, and Shalana Wagner out of Michigan, and then we have a 6'6" post player, which we're excited to bring some height back in here to Xavier from North Carolina. in Megan. So we're just so excited about the future. The future's bright, as well as building on what we have this year. These kids are giving us everything they have every given night, and we're getting better. That's what I tell them all the time. We're getting better, and the right pieces are coming into play.
Another little piece of this you've done pretty well with here and stepped up a little bit is the alumni relations. So we've seen Jen Phillips in the hallways here after games, Nicole Lewandowski, and a lot of those players from the Elite Eight team, Special Jetty, Shia Phillips from down here. Talk about how you've been able to connect with the alumni and how important that is to the recruiting process and really the program growth.
It's huge because if you look, Xavier women's basketball has tradition. They've won. They have 2 Elite Eight banners. We have tons of championships, when they were part of the A10. And so it's a special place. And so those guys have kind of paved the way for our sport. So it was important to us from day one to get them to come back because they've won, they're successful, and they're all successful in whatever careers they are. So it's a networking piece for our young women to continue to build that. And so we've been very fortunate to get a lot of these studs. I call them ballers,
right.
Shot makers.
Bucket getters. We like bucket getters.
We love bucket getters. Get these bucket getters back in Cintas and be a part of our program, be a part of this current team. And so I've been really excited, our entire staff has, that they're welcoming. And we told them we want this to always feel like home and they can always come back and feel welcomed.
It's going to be hard to believe, but really only 2 weekends left here at Cintas Center for the Big East. Talk about how important it is to have the fans here and coming in for those last 4 games of the year.
It's huge, and all of our home games have been right there. They've been close, and the difference is those fans, the extra cheers, the extra clapping, everything, and our kids feel it, they see it. So thank you, Xavier Nation, for coming out and supporting us. But please come back. These women deserve for you to come and check us out. We'll work hard for you. We promise that.
Musketeers, 4 home games remaining here in the season. That's Melanie Moore. Come out and support the team. Thanks for joining us here on Mel and Mike.
Go X.